You.
Oh, they're gonna do it! Now we're stuck in a love triangle. Hello, I'm Wilko, and welcome to Rehash. This is for the TV show Love Triangle. It is season 3. It's the Australian version, and we're in the penultimate episode. Well, I guess it's the ultimate episode, right? Everyone's got some decisions to make because the next one's going to be the reunion. So let's see how much trash, mess, and drama we can find. I know it's episode 7, but do you need the explanation as to what a triangle is? I know we've explained it a lot during the season, but I guess it's been a whole week. So just to let you know, a triangle has 3 sides. And in this show, even though it's meant to be a love triangle, a lot of them are not triangles at all. Like I said, the tippy toppies of the triangles have some huge decisions to make, even though for some of them I think it'll be the easiest decision ever because it's either like the one that they've got or none. Instead of jumping all around, let's do this triangle by triangle or like couple by couple because some of them are still definitely not triangles. Firstly, we must look at Mike from Maths AU season 6. That's the season he's from. Just ask him. Mike has had a bit of a time because remember he originally started by choosing the Melon Crusher to go on his date after just receiving a couple of texts from her, and then the Melon Crusher really didn't like Mike, and some of the things she has said about him are true. This other Mel that he's actually ended up being with, longer than the first Melon Crusher anyway, he says that he likes her, but also she could just be one of those pesky women who are just trying to change him from his douchebaggery ways. Oh, all these people trying to fix him and make him a better person. Mel says that she admires Mike. And I don't feel like admires gives me any sort of like love romantic feelings. You know what I mean? Maybe she'll get there because Mel is going to write herself a pros and cons list. And I'm assuming that the cons list is going to be a little bit longer. Side note before we get to their final meet. Oh, when they have to make the big decision. Does anyone have sex on this show? Like we know that Ari and Nuri have absolutely done it, but they've not really had any sort of interruptions. Like Sam from Maths AU season 8 was there for a hot second, but really as far as speed bumps go, it's nothing. I just don't really know how you're meant to pick someone if you haven't really sort of been touchy-feely or really gotten to know them. I guess we've just missed a lot. Mike is sick of being in a world where people have this idea of who he is from that show that he was on. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But Mike, even on this show, you've just kept confirming what everyone is saying about you. I'm not saying that you can't evolve and change, but you won't. You could, but you won't. When Mel does show up to their final meet, I feel absolutely no connection between them. Especially when she says things, and I don't know if you heard this too, when she says, oh, it was a bundle of fun. Yeah. I feel that might be facetious. Mike once again pleads for patience. He's the type of person who needs patience, like a toddler. I would expect anyone in a partnership to be in a comfortable spot if their partner thinks that they're out of step, then to go, hey, what's happening here? And it seems like not romantic at all, but then it turns hard.
I don't make criticisms of people in relationships. I just don't see the
what
value
about
in
Heidi,
it. I don't get too many complaints in general. Not from my family, not from my friends, not from my work colleagues.
So why are you single then?
Well, I could ask you the same thing.
Well, I'm single because I haven't found someone that can help me grow and that can give me what I want, what I need in a relationship.
I'd have to say my answer probably sounds the same.
But you can't take on board any constructive criticism.
I don't think your criticism was constructive.
I'm asking you a genuine question.
Let me just stop you there. I don't want one more life coaching session from you.
She's not life coaching you, you absolute D-bag. She's trying to say the way that you say things and the way that you speak to people is gross. And you need to stop it. And you also said on camera that you're a bit of a piece of shit. You said you're not a very good person. I'm not a very good person. I'm not a very good person. You said it over and over again. That wasn't editing. I watched you do it. And here you're saying, well, none of my family and friends, they don't have any complaints. None of my co-workers have complaints. Well, I tell you, a lot of people in the country who see your behavior on the televition, they have complaints.
It comes off as smug. It really does. What you're trying to do here is reprogram my character. I am who I am. And
trying to help you hold accountability.
Now you're just being patronising.
No.
To me, it sounds like you're patronising me like I'm some Philistine that doesn't know anything.
Do you think he actually heard anything?
No, it's like fucking pulling teeth.
This isn't going to work between you and I. We are two people who we're very strong in our character. And I like your character a lot, and I like my character a lot. And I know you weren't trying to hurt me. I know you were trying to make me a better man, and I have to appreciate that, and I'll acknowledge that.
Oh, what a fucking hero. You are just playing the victim once again. Oh, I know you didn't mean to hurt me. Okay, so what did you do to Chloe? You eventually apologized for it, so you clearly knew that you had been out of step with the comments that you made and the way that you acted. Also, the shit that you did to, like, the way that you acted with Mel, and don't get me wrong, she baited you a lot. But I don't understand how we've got to the point where you're like, oh, I know you didn't want to hurt my feelings. Like you were some sort of little boy who can't have any feedback to him unless it's positive. Grow up. You are a grown man. Stop him from going on shows. I don't know why he's on this show. What a waste of everybody's time. Also, you can't just say, well, that's your character and this is my character and, you know, I'm not going to change my character. No one's asking you to change everything about yourself. Just don't be an asshole. It's not that hard. But for you, it seems very difficult. And when someone sits you down and goes, hey, what you were doing is asshole-like behavior, and even no matter what that other person was doing, even if Chloe's intentions were to make you look like a piece of shit, it doesn't mean that you get to be an asshole. This is why the world is mucked up. It's because of people like Mike who are like, well,
You know, there'll be someone out there that gets us. Just wasn't us, that's all.
I'm definitely not a life coach. You know, I'm aware of people's behaviours and patterns, and I will address them. You're going to forever be a lonely person because you can't take any accountability.
Yeah.
Should we hug it out? Come on.
Oh,
Give me a
should we
hug.
hug it out? Fuck off. Stop. I don't want to watch any more from this guy. Even the way that he was like, let's hug it out. Like, I don't understand, and we must have missed stuff. There must have been other things that maybe Mel did to sort of make him be so defensive or to claim that he's been hurt in some way. But because if it's just about the whole her pulling him up on the Chloe interaction at that dinner party, then he apologized for that. Why is he still so butthurt about it? Sure, you guys are probably not a match. I don't know who would be a match to Mike. Like someone who is so submissive. Like he says he wants powerful, like strong people, but he doesn't. Doesn't meet you.
All right.
Well, take care.
You too.
Oh, it's so awkward. Oh, I wouldn't have hugged him. No, why would you do that? I would just say, no, thank you. Have a nice life. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, Mike from Maths Season 6. Maybe Mike just wants to live in a toxic relationship where everything's a fight and an argument, and then like days later he has to apologize for it. Go to therapy. Fix yourself. Apparently he's going to head back to the Gold Coast. He's going to hug his dogs and maybe meet, and I quote, a girl that gets him. Okay, honey. It also just feels weird that he was like, a girl that gets me. Why are we saying girl? Woman. Definitely dating a woman at this stage. And that awkward bit right at the end where he's like, nice to meet you. And she wouldn't say it back. That's excellent. I don't want to see you on any shows anymore. And I think maybe you agree, Mike. Maybe you are done being on shows now. So, okay, so it was a triangle. Well, it never really was a triangle. It was a straight line for a hot second, and now it's just Mike on his own. Oh, don't do that. Let's move over to Ari and Nuri, who also never really got into a full triangle. They've had this hot and heavy connection, but as you've heard me say before, it doesn't really seem to go much deeper. In fact, maybe it's just a flaw of this show that we don't get to see any of the like deeper connections because everything moves so fast and we've got so few episodes. And I know that's weird for me to ask for more episodes because after each math season, I'm a broken human because there's too many. Anyway, Ari reckons that maybe some time apart would do them good. Maybe like make him want to miss her more or maybe make him open up. But this Fluff Boy and his Fluff Boy pearls are saying things like, I didn't expect to meet someone like Ari, and it's all like positive, but it's like positive, and you're waiting for a negative, like, but I don't think it'll work. He certainly doesn't want to do long distance. But my question for Nuri is like, what did you think was going to happen with a show like this? You obviously knew that there was a chance that these people most likely were going to be from different states. He's also worried that he might not ever be able to open up. So I'm not sure what's happened in his past, even though he's not that old, but he struggles to just sort of like be real and not just muck around. Ari is worried that she's going to be rejected at the final meet because of him not being able to open up and just being there for fun. At the final meet, Fluff Boy does arrive, and I know you're thinking, is he wearing the pearls? And he absolutely is wearing his Fluff Boy pearls because that is the longest relationship he's ever had with something. Oh, he never lets him out of his sight. Ari lays out her concerns and then he shares his compliments straight up, which again, compliments straight up always makes me think like we're leading to negatives.
So just keep being you, 100%.
There's something really off-putting when girls like moan. Obviously to me. But I mean like in reality shows when they're like, I think they think it's sexy. And maybe to straight men it really is, but for me, it does nothing. I guess today I'm just saying things that are really obvious. But, and there is a big but, distance is going to be a big deal for him. And Nuri also said that he's worried that she didn't get to have the true triangle experience. But does it really matter? I guess she never really picked Nuri. He just was the default. And now maybe he's worried that he's just going to be the default. Don't worry. She doesn't want Sam. Like, I don't know who does.
However, I like you. I like the pace that we're going at. I guess the last thing to say would be, Ari, would you like to join me on a date on the outside?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
That was awkward.
You even said you liked me.
What the hell? What do you mean?
Pleasantly surprised.
Hey, thanks for coming around, man.
Don't know about that one. So I guess they're going to try and make it work on the outside. And they keep saying outside like they've been trapped. You guys aren't trapped. It's not like maths. You guys aren't like locked in the love suites. The whole thing with Ari and Nuri is all very anticlimactic, but that could mean that at the reunion it's going to be good because I feel like long distance is probably not going to work out too well for them. At least we've got one couple on the outside who have decided to like just date in the real world. Oh, what a commitment. Oh, girls go weak at the knees for commitments like that. Let's move on to Peyton, Jordan, and Mrs. Cromwell. Mrs. Cromwell, also known as Dante. Porcupine thinks that he is sad. That's Jordan, by the way. Thinks that he is sad that things have to come to an end. And I don't think he's actually that sad. Peyton also quickly admits, and I don't know if it's like Frankenstein in the show, but she says like now she can see that maybe she put a wall up because Dante was showing interest, which says to me that maybe we shouldn't be making any big decisions, Peyton, if you haven't exactly figured out why you're doing the things that you're doing. Dante, sweet Dante, he continues to talk about how special he finds Peyton, and that's cute, and talks as if it could work on the outside, and she's like, okay, yeah. Anyway, I got to keep packing. I shit you not, that is her response. And the whole time I'm thinking, Dante, can you not just read that she's not into you? And I don't know if it's because you're too into her or she wasn't really invested from the start, but like on initial looks, she seemed interested. And on Jordan, she didn't really. And then she flipped. I don't know. Maybe if Dante had kept treating her mean like he did for that one little dinner party, maybe it would have worked out differently. Actually, for one moment, I was confused as to whose room she was walking in on because...
Hi.
Come in. Oh, Mrs. Cromwell, is that you? Hang on, Jordan, you can't go doing Dante's gear as well. Like, you've got Mr. Mundane, or whatever his name, generic man. Mr. Mundane? You've got Mr. Mundane. Leave Mrs. Cromwell to Dante because I feel like at the end of this, that's all he's going to have. This whole thing is leading us to think that she's leaning more towards Jordan, and I don't know if they're doing that because, well, they like reminding us that he decided to say some things, that he wanted a small, little... tanned ethnic. I don't know if he said little. Small tanned ethnic.
So what's changed? What's different?
Yeah, Peyton's not my usual type at all, but that's why this experience is so cool because we've gotten past that point. If this was some sort of app, I might have just swiped no immediately. I now have a soft spot for Peyton.
It just wouldn't be right if I took him.
You're giving me this.
I am!
She's got the little green thing, which I'm not really sure what it is, like a finger puppet kind of thing. I don't know. They really pick some odd guys for her. She's all giggly around him and I don't know, I feel like she likes him maybe for real, but that's also a huge risk because this guy seems like he's just here to win, not actually here for her. And he's putting in some effort now, but that's only after Dante arrived. One of them wants long-term relationship and one of them wants like a bit of a hookup thing or situationship. And you're leaning towards Jordan? Why did you come here, Peyton? Didn't you come here to actually meet someone for real? I'm very confused. When they do their final meet, it's Dante first, which is never great news, and Peyton bangs on about wanting her forever person, but it's not Jordan, mate. Like, you know it. Dante, when he sits down, he decides to once again pour his heart out and be completely vulnerable, and she says she's just not ready.
I really felt like we were building something that could have legs outside of this.
You are so ready, and I'm not necessarily ready right now.
Yeah.
I think also at the same time, like I did click a little bit more with Jordan as well.
I totally understand. I do. Honestly, just want what's best for you. I do genuinely feel like we will stay friends.
I have considered, would it be better for me to leave this experience alone?
Yeah, probably. I think so, because make it make sense. I think you just want Jordan to say that he wants to be with you, and you'd be like, great, that's what I want, because he said it because he didn't really like me, and then I got him to like me. So I win, which you don't win.
Hello.
Oh.
It's me, I know. We do boring things together and it's fun with you. Every day I got to spend with you, I liked you a little bit more, to the point where I could see you as, you know, the mother to my kids, a wife, all of that, you know. And I really mean that. You're someone I want to be with.
I'd like to give things a go with you too.
Does that mean we are officially out of the friend zone?
I'd say we're out of the friend zone.
Oh, so now he knows what friend zone means. Okay, all right, let's address the most obvious part of that, the haircut. So he's shaved the beard and somehow made the hair worse. Like somehow he's accentuated the porcupine even more. Maybe it's because the beard's missing it, like really makes the porcupine pop. All right, okay. So he's sitting there and he's talking about like, I can see you as the mother of my children. What have we missed in this show? Is there heaps of stuff that we don't see? Because from what I see, Jordan is just the guy who said that he wanted a small tanned ethnic and he didn't get it. And then Dante showed up and that's when he started to pay attention to Peyton. Can someone put in the comments exactly what I've missed? Have we watched the same episodes and mine different? And I know that in her like little acceptance, she says, oh, I don't really know if I fully trust, but you're gonna give it a go? Like, have you guys had any sort of intimacy?
I think we need a kiss to seal the deal, and I like that. I like being out of the friend zone.
I don't like that. So then straight after this, she's now claiming that they're boyfriend-girlfriend. I mean, please someone explain it to me. I know I'm meant to explain it to you, but I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't think she's actually addressed any of the things that she said that she needed to address when she started this whole experience. And he, let me repeat, wanted a small tanned ethnic, and then 3 weeks later, now it's all changed. Okay, all right. Maybe it's miraculous. Maybe this experience, maybe it really does work. But even if he changed his mind miraculously, he is still the D-bag who said those things and thought those things were cool to say. Bin him. It is going to be good when they play it at the reunion, which please play it at the reunion. Like, don't do a maths thing where you don't play all the things. Wow. The episode's not even over and I've had a lot of things to shout about. Are you still with me? If you are in this series that's not getting a lot of views on the channel, let me know in the comments below. All right, the lady triangle, the last of the triangles, because Bernie absolutely doesn't care. Like, Bernie's on his own and he's after Chloe, and we'll get to that in a second. Beck is feeling jealous after what went down at the party last night because Emma was like fixing Chloe's lipstick and they were all over each other, and she was really the third wheel. She said that she feels like something needs to be removed, and she said that something is herself.
I'm just going to cut to the chase. This whole experience wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I'm really struggling to kind of articulate my feelings and my words, and I don't want to say the wrong thing to you girls, but I'm really struggling, I guess, in this space to do so.
It's okay, take a second.
I just don't have the space for it. Living together being really hard, and so in terms of that, I think I need to step away. But I feel like I'm hurting myself in the process.
That's a turnaround. Again, we've missed so much stuff with everything in this little lady triangle. I feel like there was a proper blow up that night. And from then we've kind of just been getting dribs and drabs of what's actually happening. But this is like 4 minutes into the show. Beck is gone now. But don't worry, because this is still technically a love triangle because Burn Dog's involved. Chloe talks about how she's acting differently, like in ways that she normally wouldn't, which I guess it's like us when we're on holidays, you know. We start drinking at 10 a.m. because we're like, fuck it, we're on holidays. No one's going to tell me that I can't have a banana colada. Yeah, don't ask me why. But definitely milky cocktail gay. Is that going to be flagged by YouTube? Bernie is definitely in the picture, I think, with Chloe. She definitely made it seem like he was in the picture when they were kissing on the balcony. And that's hard for Chloe, but it's not really that hard for Bernie because the girls that he was with, it doesn't really matter. Because like Marissa and Jazz are like actually being cozy friends, and they seem pretty happy that they exploded at Bernie just in the night prior at the dinner party. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care that you blow up. When you were blowing up, he was like not rattled whatsoever because he doesn't have feelings for either of you, not even as friends. And they reckon that he shouldn't be dating. I don't know if a lot of you should be out in the dating world, to be honest.
For once in your life, can you just get off your fucking phone? There's no decision to make. You've disrespected us time and time again and wasted our time.
There was was an aspect of like leading you on, but I didn't mean to. Like, it wasn't purposeful.
We don't want to hear any more of your
We've
bullshit.
had enough of your bullshit, honestly.
Good luck finding love.
You can go fuck yourself.
Are you the one to blame for that?
Look, if we're pointing fingers at anyone here, it's Chloe. She's way too beautiful. Like, we get along way too well. So that's the problem, really. I didn't. That connection just happened.
It's Chloe. It's all Chloe's fault. And definitely one look at Chloe and you're like, yeah, you're the troublemaker here. Did someone else feel like that was like a bad, bold and the beautiful scene where they're like, yeah, we're leaving. Yeah, you go. Can you get off your fucking phone? You go fuck yourself. It is insane that he's sitting there. It must be as a joke because he can't be like for real blaming Chloe as the problem. It's like me blaming the crispy chicken's fault that I keep putting on weight. You know, it's not the crispy chicken's fault. It's that I have no self-control with the crispy chicken. All right, as expected, there's no issue with Bernie and his triangle because it's just Bernie and his pole now. That's it. It's just Bernie, the pole. I love that he was texting because he was texting Chloe and was like, meet me at the fountain. Meet me at the fountain at 7:30 p.m. on the decision day. Chloe and Emma are together, and Chloe is saying her doubts are withering away, but I don't know. Emma turns around and says, I want you. Family, house, proclaims it would all work. So with this whole like meet Bernie at the fountain on decision day, she would have to like ditch Emma first and then go and meet him at the fountain, which means he's just going to be there in the dark and maybe Chloe doesn't turn up, which I like the thought of as an ending. Chloe is also a little bit concerned about what Jazz and Marissa said. Screamed. That's still ringing in her head. But don't worry, Chloe, they're just jealous that they don't get to have the burn dog and you can have him all to yourself. It is decision time for Chloe and Emma, and it is clear that Emma is all in. She pours her complete heart out. But still, I sit here and I think, why? Why did we miss out on so much between E and B? It went cold so quick. It burned so bright and we didn't get to see the fizzle. All right, okay, so we know where E is, but where is C? Because she is still locked in a triangle.
I need you to know that this decision has not been easy. You deserve a love that is wholehearted. And I'm so sorry, but it's just not the love that I'm willing to accept and that I feel I deserve.
Like it sucks. A little bit. A lot. Don't get me wrong. Fucking brutal.
Oh, so brutal. Gonna be way more brutal if she picks the burn dog. I mean, come on. Holy shit. She's gonna choose Bernie because of one letter and a kiss on a balcony. I can't believe that any of this is real. Or maybe she's gonna do a whole like, go and see Bernie and then she's gonna go like, I don't choose you either, I just choose myself. No, I feel like she really likes Bernie. Anyway, at the fountain.
If she actually doesn't come, what was this whole thing for? It is what it is.
What?
Am I okay? Yeah. No.
I'm confused because as much as I can see what Bernie is, and I've seen all of your thoughts in the comments about what Bernie is, it does seem like he genuinely likes her, like a lot. Or is it just lust? Is he just lusting after her? But like when she speaks, he's truly enamored by her, which I guess is sweet. But then he's done all these shitty things, like he's really been very cold to Jazz and Marissa and didn't really get to know them that much. Like he got to know Marissa just a tiny bit, but is he really into Chloe? Oh, I need your thoughts. Put them in the comments. Oh, holy shit, she turned up.
Hi.
Hey, babe. You okay? I was so
Everyone
happy
shut
that I
up.
got to see her.
You didn't think I was going to come?
Yeah.
Why did you think that?
I don't know, because I was waiting for a long time. What's happening?
It's been a huge day.
Yeah.
I didn't come here for a one-night stand or for, someone to take me for a ride. I really hope that everything you've said to me is true, and I really want to pursue you.
Oh, they're gonna do it!
I'm feeling over the moon, overjoyed, giddy. I feel giddy.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And honestly,
thought?
I did. I did think it.
Oh my God. Holy shit. The one connection that might actually work out of this, they're from separate triangles. Okay. It's too good. Like, it's too good to be believable. Do we believe that this happened for real, or did the producers just mastermind this whole thing? Or is all of it completely not real at all? He genuinely looked nervous. He looked scared that she wasn't going to show up. And then they were both laughing and giggling. They were so happy to see each other. I don't know. Maybe it's love, guys. Or maybe it's just late. Maybe I'm just late and I need to go to bed. It's late on a Sunday, you know what I mean? That's it. They're the people who have decided to stay together, and none of them have continued in their triangle. You know what I mean? Like, no one is a full throuple. I thought the ladies might have done it for a hot second, but no. Now, Chriselle from Selling Sunset is going to host the reunion, which I think is rubbish because I'm sitting right here. Stop giving out jobs to offshore people, okay? Come on, Stan. I'm right here and I'm invested. Which what? She hasn't been here for the whole season. Is she that invested? Probably not. But I get it. You want people on the payroll who are just going to do what you want anyway. So she's going to host a reunion. Before that, we're actually going to do a live show where I want you to join me and we're going to go through all the things that maybe have happened that we've missed in the season. Plus some stuff that's happening off air right now. So that video is on the channel and you can go and click notify me to make sure that you're notified when we are live. That'll be tomorrow. For right now, that is another episode of Rehashed for Love Triangle Season 3, Episode 7, done and dusted. Oh, I really loved that. I just did not see it coming. Woo!